Today we're going to be using thumbnail sketches to represent small versions of possible ideas for our design project. So my thumbnail is small. These little boxes are small. You can actually sketch in on the worksheet that I've provided, or get a blank piece of paper and create 3, 4, 5 small versions of how you would like to incorporate the requirements. So I have some examples here. This one you can see is really no bigger than my hand, and I had to put my name in this design, and I selected the object of it like a paintbrush. And so these are several possibilities. I may want to, in my actual final design, have the entire paintbrush and handle, but in my thumbnail practices, maybe I just want to do small parts of the paintbrush just so that I can try the lettering. So here we have a curved object. This handle is curved. So I have gone through and tried different styles of letters. These can be just shapes, but if you look close enough, they'll represent where the letters are. These are actually rectangles, but they have a slight curve to them because I know a paintbrush handle is curved. So there's AMY for Amy. So it'd be like the pattern or a specific design for a brand on a paintbrush. Another version is here where, yes, I've got the bristles, but instead of having solid letters, I may have something a little bit more sketchy to go with the bristles or the hair of the paintbrush. So some of your letters may be more of a textural quality. The metal part of the paintbrush that holds the bristles on, I'm really looking and practicing more at this negative space. And so I'm just trying to create those as the creases or lines, but that represents the M. And then some are just plain wooden handles. So I tried to kind of incorporate what would look like maybe the wood grain. And then with colored pencil and values and shading, I would emphasize that design. Here, same thing. I liked the idea of the A. I'm going to make it a little bit more solid just to move this on a little bit. The M is the same for the metal part. And then this, I decided to do just kind of a design. And then this would be my Y, remembering that it is a curved object. This one got a little bit more complex. I'm not quite sure I really want this unless I want a whole series of paintbrushes to represent different parts of me, different color patterns. But this would be the A, just on the pattern of the paintbrush. This is the M, very similar to what I showed you on the other sketches. And then the Y would be like a whole blob of paint basically on this brush, and the tail kind of flowing off into the background or the foreground. So all I want you to do is to do a few small sketches, thinking about your letter styles. Now here are some from the past, and you can see this student really has this letter drip down and then form the space. So try to think, do my letters need to have solid edges or dashed textural qualities? You can even have it come down. You can be a little bit more organic or natural with your letters, but also these are a little bit more standard than some. Here we have John Ann, and then where the letters overlap or meet each other, she has a feathered look because this looks really soft with colored pencil, and that's the medium or material you're going to use. She wanted symmetry. So if you want to do something like that with symmetry, you'll draw it once and then we'll give you a piece of tracing paper to trace this and be able to just flip it over and then to reuse that lettering just in the reverse. So you kind of have to think outside the box what could help you do that. And so that's why we'll do the mini thumbnails first, and then we'll do an enlarged draft, and then we will transfer that and then add colored pencil.